The agency has had its roots in Brookhaven since the beginning. Shortly after Mr. Brookhaven discovered a powerful energy source, it caught the agency's attention, and after capturing and causing Mr. Brookhaven to leave Brookhaven forever, his wife and son was left alone to figure out the secrets that he had left behind to hide from the agency. Mr. Brookhaven's son was just a baby and grew up confused to fall victim to helping the agency hunt his own dad. The agency only wants one thing from him, and that is how to harness the power and utilize this new energy for their own evil doings. Many, including Mr. Brookhaven Medical Officer Avid, have stepped away from ever trusting this corrupted group that was once pure, once a group with the interest of helping the citizens of Brookhaven, to now a group tricking its own citizens to becoming free agents. Helping progress the pursuit to finding Brookhaven's location, the agency proceeds to find ways to use power that is corrupt, that tarnishes the clean energy that Mr. Brookhaven once discovered. The question remains, did the agency succeed in obtaining this full power? Was the experiments, corruption, and all of it worth it in the end? Who originated this corruption? Let's take it to when the agency decided to monitor Mr. Brookhaven. This is truly when it all falls apart. Close monitoring would lead the agency to find crystal shards, call reinforcements, not only capture Mr. Brookhaven, but lock him up for interrogation. However, that did not work. Mr. Brookhaven, possessing the knowledge he had, teleported away, never to be seen again. The agency would grow in Brookhaven and build bunkers, quantum rooms, and research facilities right under the citizens' eyes. Awful experiments would be conducted right above the very own hospital that was supposed to help its own citizens. A unique form appeared from this awful experiment. These experimentations went wrong, and something known as the Rotten appeared. Classified files that are yet to be found explaining more about the Rotten. Many have rejected the agenda that the agency chases, but it never ends well for them. The agency wants to play with the minds of the people, looking for creating free agents. The citizens would do all the dirty work while they monitor and watch, leaving traces of teachings and guidance for them to blindly follow, leading to crafting a portal that would break Mr. Brookhaven's findings once and for all. A discovery that would finally answer everything that they had been seeking. So what we get from this is the agency will do anything. They will use the own citizens of Brookhaven, which would be us, by the way, to follow out their evil doings, following with the little crumbs that they have left from teachings and guidance, never letting us in on the full story, only enough to get us where we need to be to help them. And that is, of course, what we have been doing with opening the portal. The portal has agency written all over it, logos plastered on the front and back of the portal. That should tell us that we should not mess with that. If we want to help Mr. Brookhaven, we want to be on Mr. Brookhaven's side, why would we ever assist the agency? Maybe we have been polluted in our own heads and think this is the way to the rightful ending when it's not. It's incredibly interesting. And the agency, as we know, has been in Brookhaven, buildings in Brookhaven from the beginning of time, alongside the criminal base that have been removed. But it's interesting because the Rotten has also made an appearance throughout the course of time and throughout Mr. Brookhaven's son's life. The Rotten has appeared, and they were a result of bad experimentation that the agency was conducting. Maybe they were using energy, maybe they were using things that they shouldn't have on their own citizens, their own agency members. Medical Officer Avid was a part of this, we do know. In many files that have been leaked, classified files that have been leaked, Medical Officer Avid clearly states he cannot agree with what the agency is doing. It is corrupt, it is disgusting, and he must step down from ever being a part of what he was a part of. Having hid something so corrupt right above a hospital where newborn babies are being born is just so wrongful. And Mr. Brookhaven being on a pursuit, honestly, minding his own business, the agency, if I had to explain in one word to summarize up this fully explained episode, would be corrupt. If you ever have to explain the agency to anyone, just say they are corrupt. And without a doubt, anybody is going to believe you to 100%. I cannot believe, and I wonder how Madison and the son of Mr. Brookhaven recovered. Well, we do have a lot of traces of that. In the movie First Contact, you all are familiar with this movie. It's the only movie that ever plays right at the beginning of any Brookhaven server. It shows and tells his son moving alongside, aiding in the agency. You gotta understand, Mr. Brookhaven left when his son was a child. His son grows up thinking that the agency is where he should be and where he should be assisting and helping, not understanding that these are the very people that his father is against, and he is helping them. It's a very intricate story, and it is so surprising to see where it goes from start to finish. Hit that like button, guys, because let me tell you, dude, if we can get a stupid number of likes on this video, guys, I will bring another one of these explained videos to you guys. Like, dude, I'll do it. Can we get like 1,000 likes on this, dude? If we can get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll bring you guys another one tomorrow, first thing, because I absolutely love sitting down and just revisiting the lore of Brookhaven. I think it has one of the most amazing and spectacular lores, and I think the storyline is crazy. And it's crazy. And a lot of this is explained in the movies, of course, but there is also a lot, especially in this video specifically regarding the agency, that you just have to pick up from the notes and the progress in the storyline that you follow, from collecting the carbon blocks to the crystal shards to finding the notes that Mr. Brookhaven left behind for Madison. It is truly interesting, and I just am lost for words every time I read it. And I know the mystery still remains for everyone, and that is, where is Mr. Brookhaven? And I'm going to go over all that in tomorrow's video, where he is, what his current location is, and what happened to him. Because the agency, we know they are corrupt. We know they are on the search. But the agency is closely tied with the military, which I found incredibly interesting in some of the movies I would watch. Once the agency found out what Mr. Brookhaven was doing, they didn't only call more agency members, they called the actual military. Perhaps military members that had the clearance to the knowledge that they were going for, or maybe these military people that was arriving to go after Mr. Brookhaven, they didn't know why they were there. They just know that higher-ups told them to get there. You know, the agency members said, hey, we need you here to kind of showcase your artillery so we can capture this wanted criminal. Maybe the military themselves didn't actually have no clearance to know the knowledge that the agency was possessing and trying to go for. That is definitely something that could be truthful. But either way, that's going to do it for today's fully explained video. I thought I needed to put a video just fully explaining the agency for those people that was wondering and didn't know where to begin or where to start from this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I had an absolute blast filming this, revisiting this story, and we'll have another one for you guys in no time. Actually, we're going to have to do a very interesting one soon. Stick around for that. I'll see you guys all in the next one.